Sure.
So I would imagine you guys are going into the wooded area with weapons drawn, basically.
Yeah, and I'll be acting. I'll be stealthily moving slightly ahead in stealth mode.
All right.
Just trying to not step on twigs and trying to walk quiet. I mean, it's daytime, so you can't just hide. But
okay. So as you start to move in, you can see that on your left there's a sort of like a path that will kind of head in this direction. There's also the trail continues straight. There's also another part of the path that kind of wise off. But the brush is pretty thick. Once you get inside, there's all kinds of sharp thorns and low, foliage and trees that are sticking up. And like I said, these vines are got, I'd probably say, 1/2 inch to 1 inch long needles. So it's something you just don't want to jump right into,
Yeah.
Looks like it would definitely hurt.
Do you want to lock tokens at all, or just have us move free?
You guys can move free for now. Yeah, you guys can move free.
Do we still see the tracks and the drag marks?
Give me a survival check. And yes, Emu, you can definitely see that there's a trail. You kind of move it with your weapon, sort of like a hidden trail that's going to the left there. And that the drag marks are continuing to go straight, very lightly. And in fact, you almost lose them because they're hidden that well. Even with a great roll, they're still very faint. Yeah, it looks like to your right, Emu, going to the northeast, there is a slight opening.
Mm-hmm. I'll probably check that just to make sure we don't pass by anything. I'm not seeing any other tracks or anything here. Different tracks, perhaps, like any animals or.
No, this is an overgrown path.
All right.
And as you
I'll
move
motion to
in,
the rest of the guys, and then I'll kind of move over here to show them that I'm going this way.
Okay.
A nice little area with some water.
Yeah. So, yeah, as you move into this,
I know the tokens got locked all of a sudden. I was like,
yeah. So as you move in, this is definitely an overgrown path that opens up into like a small glade, and there's a tall tree, and under this tree there is a pool of water. And it actually, how you can just kind of smell that fresh water, on occasion you can smell water, and it doesn't smell stagnant or anything like that. But there's it's probably something spring fed, and it's under this huge oak tree. And why don't you give me, as you're moving in, why don't you give me a perception check also?
Everyone?
I have a feeling that
just Emu.
that King is going to push me into the water, so I'm really on my toes.
That's possible, because usually he does that just about every time there's water. So as you see the mountains on your right, you see the tree, you see the pond, the little glade. It's like a little glade area, and there's a pile of something that's along the edge of the water. Looks like there's something dead there.
Like rat bones or something?
No, it's definitely bigger than rat bones. It looks like it's probably like a dead buck or dead bear or something like that.
Okay. But I don't see any other movement.
No, you don't. No.
Okay. Well, the smell of whatever's dead may at least help mask my smell. So I'll kind of come up to here. And I want to get Probably another 10 more feet. I want to see behind this tree.
Okay. So the water is definitely clean water, and it's cool to the touch as you kind of walk by and put your hands in it. But yeah, it's definitely a dead bear. And you're basically using the shadows to your advantage.
Bardoff would be so sad.
So Zero, I can move you up if you wanna move up to the party, but everybody is within this small glade now, and there's a dead bear that's along the edge of the water.
So I'm assuming that the rest of this black outline here is like a cliff face or something? Or
That is, yeah, it's a huge rock outcropping.
Okay.
Yep, it's a huge rock outcropping on your right hand side, and I'll even move you up Zero so you can see inside of there. But the water's nice and cool. This would actually be a great source of water for the circus itself, as long as you get the dead bear out of there, you know.
Yeah, I'd like to investigate this bear and see if I can determine what happened to him.
Sure. Yeah, give me you can give me I would say a medicine check or perception check, whatever you want to give me. Aren't those bonuses nice now? You know?
Yeah.
Those bonuses.
Especially being an expert in things helps too.
Yeah. So you notice that the bear, it was killed. It was killed with something very sharp, probably claws from another predator. But it looks like the bear was probably drinking water when it got offed. So it's not in the water, it's not spoiling the water or anything like that. It's just at the edge. But this would definitely be a good source of water.
So it was killed by some other type of animal-like creature, not a weapon or a blade or...
Yeah, for sure. Definitely not a weapon. No, because you can see gouges from like claw marks.
Okay. I'll point that out to everybody and ask, maybe we should pull this away from the water source, maybe over here, and I don't know if we necessarily need to bury it, but nothing wrong with nature taking its course.
Bury. Ha! Bury.
No pun intended. Well, you could get a couple of the, just let a couple of the laborers know to go back there and get them and get rid of them if you want to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, you could do that.
Unless they get ate by whatever killed the bear.
Yeah.
But it didn't eat the bear. Nothing tried to eat it. It just killed the bear.
It just killed it. Yeah. Doesn't look like it was, part of it was consumed or anything like that. No.
It's probably threatened by it or territorial.
Why don't everyone give me a perception check excluding emu? Wow, nice rolls, guys. And that had a pretty high DC. So Kang and Omi, both of you, as you're kind of looking around the water, something kind of gets your attention out of the corner of your eye. On the tree, there's like a hole down towards the base of the tree, and it looks like it's probably a little bit larger, a hole that's a little bit larger than your hand. And above the hole, there are a couple of initials carved into the base of the tree, and the initials are JW. And then there's a hole at the base of the tree.
I'll go up and see what I can see and look in the hole.
Sure, you don't have dark vision though, do you?
I do not.
Yeah, it's a dark hole. I mean, you could put your hand in there to feel around if there's anything in there, or...
No, thanks. I'll ask Emu to come over and see if he can... You seem pretty good at that, don't you, buddy?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna just stick my body parts in random holes.
No, I'm just looking here, man, and
Okay.
see what's going on in this hole, dude.
Yeah, if only we had a beaver. Yeah. Okay.
If we only had a beaver.
Going.
So yeah, if you want to have Justin take a look, Emu, you can assist. So as you guys are looking, you do see something. There is a small bag, like a small cloth pouch.
Easily within reach.
It's within reach, yeah. It's within reach.
All right, I'll reach in there and grab it.
Roll initiative. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you reach in, you pull out this like a linen sack, and the sack is it's old. You can tell that the initials are really old too. But inside of this pouch, it just kind of you got to open it up, and the pouch basically falls apart. There are a couple of items inside, and the items are, it looks like some type of instrument, like a wind chime, and there's also an elixir. And
hey guys,
yeah, the elixir has like a darkish color to it, a darkish swirling color to it.
so can I try and identify the elixir?
Yeah, if you want to do a alchemy check or something like that. Do you have alchemy? Crafting alchemy?
No, just crafting.
Well, I believe that you can still do some type of knowledge check, right? A general skill check like knowledge or crafting check. Do you have crafting at least?
I do have crafting. I'm trained in crafting.
Yeah, yeah, sure. If you want to give me a crafting check. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's actually a crit. So, yeah, this elixir, you've seen this before. You're like, oh yeah, I remember seeing this before. It's a dark vision elixir.
Nice.
Yeah, so basically you'll gain dark vision for an hour. So I am going to go ahead and add these two new items into your party sheet.
I'll let everybody know about these wind chimes and see if anybody is.
Yeah, so I identified the elixir for you, and this is these are some chimes, and it's basically it's a nice item. It's definitely withstood the time that it's been here. It's probably been here for years, but it's a mithril chime, and it's about a foot long, and it has all kinds of engravings of locks that have been opened, broken chains. So yeah, it's definitely a nice item. It's made of mithril.
So it would be what I considered a musical instrument.
Yes.
So I'll immediately wave Omi over, and Zero will be like, "Hey, come check this out, man. This looks pretty fancy." And I'll show it to him. Looks like some kind of musical instrument with some carvings and engravings. I don't know if these are magical runes or what.
Yeah, but it's got some inscriptions. Emu is hiding. Yeah, it looks like locks that have been opened up, so you can see that they're open, and broken chains. Those are inscriptions on the actual mithril tube, which is about a foot long. Good times. Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
Anybody want to use a feature or anything to try to identify it? Or even to see if it's magical?
Yeah, I'll do whatever I can do to determine anything from it, if it's possible.
I'll let you keep that check, but it's definitely going to be magical, just from the inscriptions and stuff. It has something to do. The thing that you're ascertaining is it has something to do with locks and chains.
Maybe opening locks or breaking chains or something.
Yeah, for sure.
That could be useful.
For sure.
Yeah, once you guys find out what it actually does, I think you'll definitely like it. For sure.
Can I do a Arcana check?
Yeah, you know what? That's a great idea. I was waiting for someone to do that. So give me one out there in the chat. Yeah, it's a chime of opening. A chime of opening.
That's a chime of opening.
Well, why didn't you say that, Zero? That's what I would say.
I had to look at it, you know. The E was actually not an E. Like a swirly.
Well, throw that in your backpack, man. We might need that.
Yeah, so basically, this has 10 charges. So you need to keep track. There are 10 charges on it. And after 10 charges, it becomes useless. And what this does is basically takes one interact action. And you basically aim the chime at a container, a door, a lock, whatever you want to open, and strike the chime. And the chime sends out magical vibrations that attempt a thievery check against the lock's DC. And you get a plus 13 bonus because of the chime. And it can only unlock one thing at a time. So you can't say, unlock all 5 of these at once and Presta. You know, because people would probably try to do that. So yeah, you can unlock one thing at a time with a plus 13 bonus. Pretty cool.
That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, it's pretty nice. So yeah, those are on the party sheet. So feel free to take those off and put them onto your sheet. Nice couple of items.
Yeah.
It's actually got a pretty good value too. The chime, 235 gold. That's quite a bit. And if you guys want to buy elixirs and stuff like that, and you're in Escadar, you're in the capital city of the Starstone Isles, so I'm sure there would be shops to where you can go in and spend some coin.
Yeah, definitely when we're in town, would like to keep my eye open for, you know, a crafter or some kind of shop that might be able to transfer some rooms around.
Sure. Yeah, we can do that. I'm sure Escadar would have something to accommodate your needs. All kinds of, you know, in fact, you guys, as you guys were traveling through with the circus to get your permit, you had seen all kinds of, you know, magic shops. There's like an adventurer's vault. There's a couple of alchemy stores, etc. So, yeah.
Hey, King,
Sage's store.
With the dark vision elixir and the chime of opening, you could pretend to be Emu for like an evening.
That's pretty awesome, man. I think I might entertain that. I do have a problem with running around without underwear on, so I'm working on my barriers, dude. So
You'll get there. Just keep working on it.
I appreciate the encouragement.
So what else does everyone want to do in this nice little glade that you're in? Well, at least you found a good source of water, so that's good.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool place to hang out, commune with nature, or pray. I like it.
I'm concerned about that bear getting killed just randomly, though. That's kind of crazy.
I bet dollars to donuts, man. It's whatever took the professor is probably involved, because they were like very wolfy kind of claws.
And you're the one that actually found those back in the encampment. So yeah, you're thinking it. They do have something to do with one another. That's for sure.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess we'll keep going this way. You said it kind of curves around the path.
Yeah.
Hang was pointing out the path. He was better at spotting it than me, I think.
Yeah,
there's several different ways that you guys can go. Yeah, there's several different ways that you can go. You can see, once you're about right here, Emu and Kang, you can see that down to the south, there's a log kind of going into a swamp. So you can see, remember they mentioned the swamp, the constable. So the to the south is the swamp, and then to the southeast in this direction is another pretty wide trail. A couple of fallen trees and stuff as well.
Guess it wouldn't hurt to go down and check out this, take a peek at the swamp real quick. What do you think?
Yep. I think we're going to have to move Omi down since he's having some connection issues.
I think I got him fixed now. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, hey, what's up?
Okay, I had to switch headsets after I got booted. It seems like it's working now.
I don't see you in the game, though. That's kind of weird.
I'm loading up now.
Oh, okay.
He said load. So you guys want to head south onto the swamp?
Why not?
Sure. You want me to go first? Since it's like tight?
Sure.
All right. Is there a balance check to go across?
There is no balance check required, but as you kind of move into the area of the swamp, it doesn't have that. It has like a very light, like a bog peat type of smell to it. Nothing major, nothing that's going to make you go running or anything like that. But as you can see that there are 3 islands here within the swamp. There's the large island that you're on now. Then there's a fallen tree that's going across to another small island. And then there's also over here another small island. But here on the largest island, there's a dilapidated stone foundation. And it looks like some type of small building that must have once stood there. And, the foundation is overgrown with all kinds of weeds and it's almost entirely obscured, but you can kind of make it out,
I bet Justin Bieber's in heaven with all these.
He's already chewing on one.
That smell is like the #1 selling perfume for goblins, basically. It's like swamp bog.
Swamp bog toilet.
Yeah.
Toilet swamp bog. So yeah, Kang, as you get down to the southern part of this dilapidated structure, you can see that there is a skeleton, a small skeleton. And you being one with medicine, you're able to tell that it's a smaller being. So basically like a gnome or a halfling-sized skeleton.
Probably JW.
Good guess.
Ah, good call there, huh? Oh, wow.
So it's been dead for a while, obviously, if it's a skeleton.
Yeah, as you're looking at it, the skeleton actually clutches a leather satchel.
So I'll check that out. And while I am, I'd like to also try and determine cause of death, if possible.
Cause of death, there's no broken bones. There's no type of flesh. No, you can't tell of any trauma. No broken bones, no deep gouges in the bones or anything like that. So could be natural. It could have been by a weapon, but you're just not able to tell because there's no flesh there. There's nothing. It's just bones. So this has been here for a while. So
An aggressive case of COPD probably did it in.
Could be the COVID. Too soon? Sorry.
In El Paso.
Still going on.
This swamp is called El Paso. So no, I'm just kidding.
I'll check out the sack.
Yeah, so inside of the,
That's not the first time King said that.
I stepped in that one.
So you peel the sack away, you open it up, and it's got a potion in it, another potion, and it also has an amulet also. So the amulet It's like a clay figurine, and it resembles a white cat with a paw that's outstretched. So it's a clay figurine resembling a white cat, paw is outstretched. So you have that amulet, and then you also have the potion. And the potion, it's a very light potion. So it's not as heavy, and it's filled up with this like almost super clear. I don't want to say it's a liquid, but it's real transparent, even more transparent than just plain water. And it's very light. It's lighter than the average potion.
So I'll try and identify that elixir and call Zero over and toss him that amulet, see if he can figure out what's going on with that.
Sure. Yeah, give me a crafting check for your... Wow. Kang is destroying these rolls today with 20s. Oh, my goodness. So this is this potion. Oh, you're like, oh, yeah, I've seen this potion, too. This is an invisibility potion.
Oh.
Yeah.
Emu.
Yeah. So it's a colorless and oddly light-weighted potion, and when you drink it, you gain the effects of a second-level invisibility spell. So I am going to identify this, put that into the party sheet, and if you would like to give me a arcane check, Mr. Zero, to see if you could ascertain what this amulet would do. You're like, yeah, I can't, I don't even know. It's totally opposite of what Kang rolled. But you definitely know, you would definitely know that this would definitely be a talisman. You know that, yeah, this would be a one-use item, but this is so unique. I have no clue what it is. So
I don't know what it is.
yeah, so I am going to go ahead and leave the amulet as unidentified. So you guys would need to identify that still.
All right.
The potion sounds good, though. If no one else wants it, I can definitely take it.
Oh,
Have
that's
it.
perfect for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, take it. Take the whoever needs the dark vision elixir, go ahead and take that. Or so whatever you guys leave in here, this is pretty much what I'll be selling. You know, whenever you guys do your, you know, whenever you want to go to town and sell stuff. So, but yeah, there's the chime as well. And so somebody take the chime, somebody take the elixir, or talk about it, or whatever. So what is everyone else doing? So, like I said, there's... Oh, go ahead.
I'm watching the beaver swimming around in circles.
Is he doing the backstroke, chomping on the woods?
I thought I saw him go flying by a couple times.
Yeah, Justin's kind of swimming in the water a little bit, see if anyone dropped anything in there.
You can give me a perception check for Justin.
Okay.
Emu will go over this way.
So what are you doing as you're on this little island with Beaver? Is he eating the log? Because the log is actually, it does look like it's a weakened log. Looks like it would be nutritional for him. I don't know if he heard me. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. He'll take a few chew on the log a little bit. While we're waiting for everyone to come over.
Okay.
I'll take a peek in this structure.
Sure. You take a peek in the structure, and it is just old, dilapidated. Doesn't look like anything is going on with it. There's, like I said, it's basically just destroyed in time. Now, as for Justin Beaver, as he is chopping on this wood, all of a sudden a huge shadow appears on top of him, and it is a huge gelatinous, very dark black wall of ooze just collapsing in on him. So I would say that Bieber wasn't surprised